basically, the problem we chose to focus on was finding a product that acted as a substitute for the traditional continental breakfast. And the reason we did this was because oftentimes continental breakfasts, they're pre-picked, and as a result of that, they're of a generic, poor quality. Usually it's instant coffee you may be offered upon waking up. They might have a muffin that's kind of disgustingly moist, or a croissant that might be 2 weeks old. So we just tried to come up with a solution that remedied this problem. The who in this case are mainly business people, travelers, and vacationers. It's aimed for a person who has a fast-paced and on-the-go lifestyle, or people who desire higher quality for their breakfast options, be it selection criteria. And in order to answer the what, it's just basically designed to solve this selection problem. You wake up and it's nothing most of us, I think, really want to wake up to. Some coffee that might be 2 days old and that's cold and isn't really fulfill the purpose of waking up in the morning. And it'll be marketed in places such as airport gift shops, convenience stores, hotel gift shops, grocery stores, and Starbucks coffee houses. We chose the product that we're going to place in this travel set is going to be Starbucks, and we chose that just due to its high quality image. It's well known, and it's got a huge array of coffees to choose from. Also, if a person is traveling to a new city they've never been to before and they don't know where the local Starbucks coffee outlet is, they might be tempted to just go to their local outlet, buy the set there, and that'll just be another way of hitting the consumer a more effective way. And the how, it'll be providing a convenient, lightweight, and small travel pack that'll fit in your suitcase, your briefcase easily. Won't be much of a hassle. It will have coffee, cream and sugar, breakfast cookie bars, biscottis, and after coffee chewing gum or mints, which I think will really serve to differentiate our product on the market. I don't know if any of you are coffee drinkers. I am, and I know if after drinking a cup of coffee, I usually want to brush my teeth, and if I don't have that means available, I usually choose some gum. But if you have that option right there in the travel set, I just think it'll give it a higher quality image, which is ultimately what we are striving for. And this problem exists mainly in the mornings for people. They wake up in an area and they're not familiar with it. They don't know where the coffee store is, and it'll be placed in grocery stores like in the cereal aisle, the coffee aisle, or in convenience stores like an airport gift shop. It might be placed next to the razors, the toothpaste items that people may have forgotten when they left, packing their briefcase and all. When they see it, they'll bring it to their attention, and they might have the idea to go ahead and purchase it. And, as far as why this is kind of an issue, traveling is stressful enough in itself, and if you just provide this option for people, it makes traveling just that little much easier. It saves time, money, space, and most of all, peace of mind. If you're a business person, you got all your papers that you got to organize, or if you got to catch a flight, just taking that 5 or 10 minutes extra, I think will really help people a lot. And with that, I'm going to turn the presentation over to Doug, who has the decision table and everything.
Being a traveling type kit, we obviously wanted shelf life to be a major part because we've got coffee and different kinds of baked goods in it. Containment was also a big decision criterion because we don't want the stuff to be falling all over the place in people's luggage and in the briefcase and all over the business stuff. We also use some of the things that we looked at in the chart in class, like development costs, filling costs. We also wanted the size and weight to be relatively low, just because they're carrying this around. It might be in a carry-on bag, it might not. And we also wanted it to be easy to use and easy to open, because they're doing this on the go, so it can't take a lot of time. The first idea we came up with was a cereal package that could double as a bowl. We came up with this right in the very beginning when we just had the idea of an on-the-go type thing. What it is It's like a plastic container that has hinges on it and it's able to close. And it's just cereal with dry milk, so all you need to do is just add some water and mix it around with the spoon that it comes with. Second idea was a self-heating coffee cup. It's also insulated, and I don't know if we were gonna have coffee come with it or not, but it was just the idea of all you would need to do is just put the coffee and the water together and just push a button and heat it up. And the third idea was like a Lunchable style thing where it's got everything that we ended up with in the rest of our ideas, which was coffee, breakfast bars or biscottis, things like that. The pros and cons of each. The cereal package and bowl, it's disposable and it's small in size and it comes with its own utensil. The con, you need water to prepare it and dry milk might make it taste a little different to people. The self-heating cup, it's insulated so it keeps coffee warm even after you turn the heating element on. The con for that one is the heating element could be dangerous, I guess, if it's left on for too long. And it's a little heavy, so, and bulky also, so you might not want to put that in a carry-on bag. And the Lunchable style one, it's a simple design and everything you need for a continental breakfast and coffee is already included in it. The con would be the design might too closely resemble like the actual Lunchables, which is a children's snack pack thing, and that might not appeal to the business traveler, so they might not buy it. And with that, I'll turn it over to Tracy.
Some more brainstormed ideas were the holiday nut design, which is right here. It's actually just a tray. I don't know if anyone's familiar. It's divided. You have the little sections of nuts. Then it has just a clear plastic covering. Some benefits of that is it's all divided and the plastic covering is see-through, so it's a great marketing tip. You can see the objects that you're buying. It also might catch the eye, but the top on it for like some cons is very flexible. It could be punctured. It doesn't have a clasp on. It's not like reclosable with a sturdy thing that the elements could dump out with. Then another idea that we came up with would be a grab bag over here. And that's just something similar to this. You just grab it and it have your contents. You would pick your coffee choices that are your favorite and then your biscotti and little breakfast bars in it. Now, the only problem with that, well, it's lightweight and it's durable and it's convenient to carry with the handles, but your contents could dump when you're traveling. That's one of the main focus is on the airplane or transportation-wise. You don't want it falling all over the place. The third one is the travel mug. That's very durable. It was a hard plastic and it had a sealing top on it. And so that gave us a little more weight on the actual package. So that would kind of probably increase our cost that we're looking at. But it's also reclosable and reusable. You could use it as your favorite coffee mug after you're done with the contents inside, traveling with it. It's also durable, it won't break, and the contents will stay inside. Now Bill will show you some more.
Just going to go over a few more of the brainstorming ideas we had. Another one we had was a toiletry kit for our coffee, just kind of like, something you take on vacation, you put like your toothbrush, toothpaste in. We had the idea of just putting like the coffee and the biscotti and other breakfast bars ideas that we had to put in there. Some of the pros of that is a lightweight material, easily open and close. It's got a zipper seal, which is also actually one of the cons. It doesn't provide much protection as far as tampering goes. And the container is reusable. After you're done, you can use it for a toiletry bag. Some of the other cons that we had about it was that there's no internal support for the product inside. It's free flowing and free moving around the side, and the fact that it'd probably have to be hand filled. Let's see. Another one was the Nesquik type container. It's a fairly durable container. It can be reused when it's done, and it has a foil seal for freshness. Some of the cons, it's not very flexible product. It's free flowing inside, and the product inside isn't contained very well. And and the cylindrical shape doesn't maximize space on a pallet. And another one was a glass jar. It's a resealable jar with a latch. The glass makes it possible to see the product inside. But with glass, glass is heavy, it's breakable, it's not good in distribution, it's not good to carry along in your suitcase or in your briefcase, wherever the person would want to carry that. And with that, give it over to Mike.
Okay, the last option that we had was, sorry, my voice is going, guys, I'm trying to bear with me here, but the last option we had is the corrugated box style, this one right here. Basically, it's a thermoform tray placed inside where all the material inside would be organized, and that would be placed inside a corrugated shell. It would open from the top and be sealed by these little flaps looking inside there. Now, the pros, I mean, it's reusable, it's resealable, it's durable. The fact that it's designed, it's just a, basically a cubic shape, whatever it can be. I mean, there's a variety of pallet formations that we can use. So we have a lot of options there in terms of like shipping, transportation of the product. There weren't a lot of cons. Basically, the only cons we could really think of was the fact that you can't really view the product from the outside unless, of course, we were to, let's say, cut something in the top here and have like some sort of transparent film on top of that. But we're trying to keep it pretty much solid. But another like huge plus is the fact that this corrugation, or the corrugated, is going to form a really nice printing surface. So we'll be able to print right on top of the box, and it won't cost all that much to do so. That's about it. Does anyone have any questions? I mean, that's what we went with, because that one ranked the highest and we liked it the best. So, any questions?
And in the group,